Hey, how's it going? Josh here. Let's catch you up on the news. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has announced that Australia formally recognises Palestine as a state. Here's Justina to explain.
The Commonwealth of Australia recognises the state of Palestine. We recognise the legitimate and long-held aspirations of the people of Palestine of a state of their own.
Yep, Australia now recognises Palestine as its own independent country, becoming one of more than 150 countries to do so. Spain, Canada and the UK have also made formal announcements, with at least 7 other Western countries saying they're about to do the same.
This recognition is certainly not symbolic. It is a practical, tangible, irreversible step that countries must take if they are invested in preserving the two-state solution.
For Australia, recognising Palestine comes with conditions, including that Hamas, the terrorist organisation that's controlled Gaza since 2007, isn't a part of it. Another condition is that this recognition is part of a two-state solution, where Israel and Palestine would exist as 2 independent countries living side by side in peace. Israel has pushed back against the decision.
You are giving a huge reward to terrorism, and I have another message for you. It will not happen.
But many world leaders are hoping that by standing together to recognise Palestine as a state, it will increase pressure for a ceasefire in Gaza and for hostages to be released.
US President Donald Trump says he's agreed on a TikTok deal with China's President Xi Jinping. The leaders had what Mr. Trump called a productive phone call on Friday to discuss the deal, along with issues like trade and the war in Ukraine. The 2 countries have been in a standoff about TikTok's future in the US due to the US government's concerns around data security. The possible deal would transfer TikTok's US assets from ByteDance, TikTok's Chinese-owned parent company, to US owners. Australia has taken out a gold medal at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. Jen has all that and more in sport.
High jump superstar Nicola Olizlagas has just claimed her first World Championship gold medal in Tokyo. It was a dramatic win after the comp was hit by a huge rainstorm which paused the field events twice. But that didn't stop Olizlagas, who jumped an incredible 2 metres to take home the gold.
These moments are forever. I'll never forget what I just experienced.
We now have our AFL Grand Final contenders. The Brisbane Lions and Geelong Cats will go head-to-head in a feline-filled clash this weekend. It comes after Geelong beat Hawthorn 115-85 on Friday night.
This is one they will talk about.
And on Saturday, the Lions confirmed their spot in a 3rd straight Grand Final after a 29-point win over Collingwood. Over in the NRL, the Penrith Panthers are on track for a 5-peat after thrashing the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs 46-26 in the semi-finals. Captain Nathan Cleary led the side to victory, scoring a try himself, and Paul Alamotti clocked a hat-trick. The Panthers will head to Brisbane for a blockbuster prelim final against the Broncos on Sunday. And finally to the UK, where the 2025 British Penny Farthing Championship has just wrapped up. Brit Roger Davies, master of the 2.5 metre tall vintage bike, took out first place and his 3rd national title.
It's amazing, because there are some really, really good riders. To beat them is such an honour.
Now it's time for a few stories that'll serve as a nice reminder that at the end of the day, the world really is just a big playground, isn't it? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a monkey and the Muppets and a guy in a hospital bed? Yeah, these are pretty normal scenes for the Icarus Cup paragliding parade. Held every year in the French Alps, the comp tasks flyers with creating the wackiest costumes to take to the skies in.
I just want to have fun and it's a labour of love.
Now over to Spain.
You may now open your bag.
For speed puzzling, which is, well, pretty self-explanatory really. 4,000 people from 72 countries took part this year, but it was Poland who pieced their way to victory in both the individual and pairs competitions. And finally to Paris, where cafe servers have had a race of their own, speed walking 3Ks, all while trying not to spill a tray holding a coffee cup, a croissant and a glass of water. This year's W went to 27-year-old Gibby Ndamane, and I can only imagine his skills in a restaurant. Well, that's all we've got time for today, so we'll see you tomorrow. TTFN, ta-ta for now.